Testing. Hey guys, I hope you can hear me. I had a bit of trouble. I was trying to do this earlier today and I had a little bit of trouble with the audio not picking up and also with the Wi-Fi not working. So I'm hoping that the Wi-Fi is back now. So it's telling me we're all good to go. So hopefully you can all hear me. If you're on the line, please say hello. Please hit like or love or anything that you want throughout the feed. Now, I'm actually just going to go grab some water. So I'll give it a couple of minutes and just wait and see if anyone else jumps on to this feed. Today we are going to be talking about how to kick a cold, the hardcore version. So this is for you if you do not have time for a cold, if your life does not work that way, and you need to get rid of it real fast. All right, so I will be back in just a moment. I'm going to grab some water and we'll wait and see if anyone comes on to this feed. Otherwise it'll be up straight away anyway for a replay. All right, I'll be back in just a sec. All right, let me get this back on. All right. Hey, back again. So, I'm a little bit obsessed with this lipstick at the moment. I'm not sure, this isn't product placement or anything. It just happens to be MAC Color Frost Angel. And I'm a little bit obsessed with it at the moment. Actually, it was the one that I used for my wedding. Oh no, the Wi-Fi's telling me connection's weak again. All right. Let me see if I can find a better spot for it. Bear with me just a sec. All right. Is it going to let me do this? All right, I think we're back. All right. Cool. All right, let me get this set back up where I had it. Bear with me just a sec and we will get started on this, I promise. All right. It's got to be a little bit sideways. All right, cool. I'm going to have to be careful that I do not keep pressing off with this. All right. So let's get into it. This is the How to Kill a Cold hardcore version, right? So this is the little disclaimer bit that comes beforehand. This is not for you if you typically get a cold, take a few days off, chill out, let your body rest, just go with the flow, that kind of thing. This is for you if, like me, and this is probably why you're on the feed if you are listening, and hit like if you agree. So this is for you if you are going to basically need to get a lot done. So you don't stop, your life doesn't stop for a cold. This is not necessarily for the flu. Me personally is going to be a different take on it. However, I know that for most people it does involve antibiotics. It does involve quite a lot of bed rest. I'm not touching on that. I'm talking about just a regular cold. You know, you might have a bit of a temperature, you might be quite sniffly, a bit clogged up, bit of muscle soreness, coughing, that kind of stuff. You know, the typical, right? So the hardcore version of how to get over it is basically it starts with why I don't get sick much in the first place. And by much, I mean I can't actually recall the last time that I was very sick. My colds come and go in the space of maybe I get a half a day to a day of bad, really bad, and then it kind of fades back and forth. So, and the reason for this is very much so in establishing a routine and a lifestyle around keeping yourself healthy, right? So a big part of that is how I eat, how often, how much food I eat, and what kinds of food I eat. Sorry, this thing's telling me this Wi-Fi is not working. Again, it is driving me mental. Let me see if I grab this and move it around here. Yep, cool. All right, I'm going to hold it for a little bit. Okay. So it comes down to what I eat and how often I eat and the types of supplements and everything I take. So a lot of what I'm going to be suggesting to you is supplements and things that I actually take as a daily, part of my daily supplement intake. My God, my words are not working. This was so much better this morning when I did it earlier. All right. So part of those is zinc and magnesium. So they are two supplements that I take every single day, and they really help with immune system boosting. So this is something that if you're not taking it regularly and you do get a cold, I would straight away get onto that, get onto the zinc, get onto the magnesium, and then make sure once you're over the cold, you do implement that as a regular supplement that you take. Further to this, I would be suggesting vitamin C. Now, this is something I don't take every day. I just don't really think of it, and I have so much fruit and vegetables and that kind of thing that I don't really think of it. But definitely when I get a cold, I do start the overdose of that. So I'm going to see if I can set this back up. All right. So basically it means that I do get some supplements, and then I start having heaps and heaps of them in a short space of time, right? So there we go. Now, obviously, go pay attention to the recommended servings and stuff like that if that's what you want to do. I'm definitely not telling you what to do. These are my suggestions based on experience. And the truth is that I don't have any, and a lot of my clients don't have any bad reactions to having a lot of vitamin C. So even if it says, have 2 tablets once a day, I can end up having 2 tablets every hour for that day and be absolutely fine. And if anything, it just boosts my system. Oh no. Sorry guys, this is ridiculous. It's driving me mental. So it doesn't really matter greatly. I would always suggest go by how you feel. And this is a big thing for everything, is go by how you feel, how your body feels, and what you think of it. So, the overdosing on vitamin C or something like that, the things that you'll generally find that tend to happen is you'll feel maybe a bit nauseous. You might also get diarrhea, you might get just bowel issues, things like that. So pay attention, don't overdo it straight away. Just work your way up to whatever you're doing and give that a go. All right, so we've got magnesium, we've got zinc, we've got vitamin C. Now, the other thing that I would recommend is apple cider vinegar. If you haven't heard of this before, you may have been living under a rock for a little while, because this is definitely the hot buzzword thing in the health and fitness industry for a number of years, although it's definitely taken off recently in the media. Now, best thing to do is actually just Google what apple cider vinegar is good for, because it is incredible for so many different things, but definitely for immune system strength, it is up there. Now, it tastes pretty horrible. It's very acidic. It's very in your face. When I used to have a lot of like superfood, super greens type drinks, I used to put it with that, and it would actually just add a tang to quite a sweet. A lot of the ones that I had sweeteners and things in it, so it would just add to that. However, if you want, you can always just have it on its own. I do suggest it with warm-ish water, even as disgusting as that sounds. It just takes away a bit of that really acidic feeling. And also I would suggest, or you can have it with just cold water. That'll also numb it down a bit. But if you're trying it straight, it's going to be pretty intense, okay? That would be another thing that I would include. So we've got zinc, we've got magnesium, we've got vitamin C, and we've got apple cider vinegar, right? Again, this is stuff that is part of my, except for the vitamin C, part of my day-to-day every day. So getting sick, I don't actually increase these. However, I would suggest if you're not, then start. And then once you're over the cold, keep up those supplements, right? The big one now, okay? So this is the one we've been waiting for. And this is only for the hardcore. And I'm going to be quite honest with this, because you need to want to get better. You need to not want to be sitting around and letting your body recover slowly and just get through the sickness, right? If that's what you want, this is not for you. This is for you if you need and you want, and you absolutely cannot let this cold get in the way of what you've got to do right now, okay? When we are sick, A big part of obviously what it is we have some kind of bacteria or virus or whatever the technical terminology is, right, in our body. And because of this, we are getting sick, right? So in order to kill this, we need to raise our internal temperature. So our temperature day to day is regulated by our system, right? And it sits at a very steady Celsius. What we want to do is increase this so that we will get a bit uncomfortable because it's going to increase our internal temperature, but it's also going to kill all of the bacteria that's causing this problem. So this is something that it doesn't work for you if you don't really want it to work and if you're not really going to apply to it because it's not a comfortable thing. So again, full out disclaimer here, don't do this if you don't want to, which is pretty basic, but a lot of people tend to forget this. And if you're going to do it right. So how do we raise our temperature? My best suggestions are a bath is fantastic. If you have access to a sauna or a steam room, they are also fantastic. Now, I'll talk through the couple of advantages, disadvantages, right? Obviously, bath advantage, you're probably going to be in your house, so you can just do it at home, right? Advantage of a sauna is a lot of the other things that will help really, which is all the muscle relaxing and healing and that kind of thing. Steam rooms are really fantastic, especially if you're very clogged up, if you're very nasally and that kind of thing. Because of the humidity in a steam room, you're actually going to find that the nasal area will open up a lot more than they will in a sauna. Probably in a bath as well, if you stay quite close to the water and actually inhale some of that steam. However, that's going to be the difference between going in the sauna, going in the steam room, right? Completely up to you which one you want to do though. And bath is fantastic because when you're home, obviously, you have that advantage straight away, getting out of the bath, lathering yourself up with moisturizer or whatever it is to lock in that moisture, lock in that heat, get heaps of clothes on and keep that temperature elevated. So if you can, especially if you're feeling pretty under the weather, jump in the bed straight after when you're really, really warm from the bath and get straight into bed, all layers on, and then jump in, stay there, have a nap, an hour or two, and keep yourself really warm. I know that the temptation is going to be to kick off the doona because you are going to be actually really hot, but actually keep it on, keep yourself sweating. That is literally what you're doing, is you're raising your internal temperature, and so you should be sweating. That's your body's way of trying to balance itself back down, right? And you're not doing this forever. You're not doing this for days and days on end. You literally do that for an hour or two, have the nap. When you can't stand it anymore, get up, wash, have a proper shower, get rid of the sweat, dress yourself normally, okay? That's the advantage of having that bath at home. However, even last week when I was quite sick, and most people wouldn't have realized that because, again, this is what I did and I got over it and I moved on because I had other stuff that I needed to get done, right? So I was actually I use the sauna. I don't enjoy the steam room. It's just a personal preference. However, going in the sauna, 20, 30 minutes, really getting my temperature up and then staying warm afterwards and raising it up really, really helped to actually kill all that bacteria. So again, this is not for everyone. This is for you if you're hardcore, if you need to get this done, if you need to get over this, right? All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. Just pop a comment underneath. I think we've got someone on the line, which is great. Hi. Say hi if you want. And let me know if you have any questions. This will be up again, so you can actually rewatch it as soon as this is finished. I just realized as well something I wanted to point out. So I had it all set up right in my little nook here. However, the actual feed decided that the Wi-Fi was going to come in and out, right? So behind me, as you can see, is absolutely incredible painting. So this is done by my friend Alice, right? And so she is based in Melbourne and she is an artist. As you can see, this is actually made for us. So this is a one-of-a-kind original, yeah. We had a picture, my husband and I, Matt, of a scape of New York, of the Central Park that we really, really loved. And we've asked her, basically, can you do this? But we want it black and red, which goes with our theme in our lounge room. And yeah, this is what she did. I mean, the detail is just like ridiculous. We're so, like, check out that light. It's just, yeah, It's incredible. So I'm going to actually post her link underneath in here, her Instagram link. So feel free to check out a lot of her artwork on there. And if you're interested, hit her up for that because, yeah, she's absolutely so talented. It's ridiculous. So that's going to be my little background for a while, I think, because I do love the red. I do love the vibrant stuff. All right. Gotten way off track. So to recap, supplements, the zinc, the magnesium, the vitamin C, if you have access to like super greens, superfoods, your chlorella, selenium, spirulina, all that kind of stuff, definitely get on that as well. And the apple cider vinegar. And finally, the hardcore tip there is about raising your internal temperature. So whether it's the bath, whether it's the sauna, the steam room, obviously keep in mind if you are in public, keep it sanitary, right? So bring plenty of towels and everything. Don't spread the germs around everywhere. That's really important. And but basically, if this is what you want, if you want a life that is a little bit more full on and a little bit basically just you want to get done what you want to get done and you don't want things to get in the way, then this is going to be the reality of it. You're going to get sick sometimes. It's going to happen and you're going to have to suck it up and you're going to have a way of dealing with it that most people won't. Most people will snuggle up into bed, whinge about it, and binge watch Netflix or Stan or whatever it is they have, right? But if that's not you, if you're not going to do that, if you have stuff that you need to get done, then you need to try something different. And the other thing is as well, don't let this stop what you're doing with your fitness and everything. So if you had a workout planned, I know that a lot of people, this is really controversial, so this is probably going to piss off a lot of people, right? But if you have a workout planned and you're not feeling well, I'm sorry, but just suck it up. Like, it's you and it's your dedication, it's your goal. If you don't really want it, then why are you bothering? But if you do, then you're going to have to suck it up sometimes. I'm not saying, if you're absolutely, on deathbed, sure, of course, don't come into the gym. Duh. Don't be stupid about it. But if you can tell that, you know what, I could really suck this up and just do it, then go. I had one of the worst workouts I've ever had last week when I did my chest workout, and it was because I had a cold and it was ridiculous. I had to have a towel around with me constantly and I was just running back and forth to blow my nose after every set. It was that bad. But, I sucked it up and I got it done because otherwise I knew come the time that I got better, I would be working back uphill to basically get back to where I was, yeah? So definitely keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let it put you off. And if you're going to settle for the fact that you aren't done, that you aren't going to give up, that you need to do what you need to do, then this is a perfect time to step up. Because as we all know, what we do when it's easy, that's fine. Everyone can do it. When it gets hard is when you really show your true character and what you actually want to achieve, yeah? All right, so I'm going to finish it up there. I'm going to post that Instagram link to Alice's page if you want to check out some of her artwork. And let me know if you have any questions, anything like that. I would love to hear from you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.